Right. Good morning, Diet Rebel Scum and Diet Rebel Scum Curious. Oh, hey, here comes a recumbent. Check this out. Good morning, good morning. Cool recumbent. But anyway, okay. Good morning, Diet Rebel Scum and Diet Rebel Scum Curious. Those of us who have taken the food pyramid and said to hell with that. We're not afraid of fat and meat. We think it's the stuff of life. All right. I'm just chiming in. I haven't chimed in several days. I've stayed away from the carbs. Just a few handfuls of peanuts. I've had a few cashews and almonds in there. That's pretty much my only egregious, and that's not even too egregious in the ketovore and carnivore world, in our low carb world. Yeah, no cookies in the past few days. No ice cream. It's been good. I've been busy, and I've been busy over the weekend. Especially what's kept me away from the carbs is I've been working on this thing. This is my dad's tricycle that we bought off somebody on Facebook Marketplace. It's a Schwinn Meridian, and we put an electric kit on there, front hub motor. So I've got this grand plan. So one thing about the carnivore, I'm going to relate this to the low carb movement. I wanted to say, and I don't know if I've said this in a rant before, but I'm on my way to work, by the way. So I'm actually electric biking my way to work. So I don't even consider this a workout because I have not broken a sweat. I've been doing throttle only. And because what I'm doing is I'm trying to see if this could be an actual car replacement. So I've always been kind of a greenie weenie. Now I'm not the fraud. I've never been part of the fraudulent environmentalist group where I think they really aren't for the environment. They're actually for control. Yeah, put me in the conspiracy theorist category, because conspiracy theorists are often correct. And anyway, that's another thing. That's another topic. But anyway, so I think carnivore, I'm convinced that the carnivore lifestyle, carnivore diet, I think is environmentally superior to a plant-based diet. Now, there's more and more people actually saying that out loud. It used to be just, we used to just not really say anything, but it never really made sense to me that big animals eating grass, natural native grasses, thousands of them eating and peeing and pooping on the ground, they're like, that can't be environmentally inferior, because that's all we had for millions of years before we started agriculture and farming and tilling up the ground and planting big monocrops of species of plants that aren't even native to the area. How the hell can that be more natural than big animals peeing and pooping and eating the grass that just naturally grows there? And then we eat them. We eat the animals that build the topsoil. So anyway, back to this. So back to my electric bicycle. I have, and I haven't mentioned this on the channel, I don't think, is at home, and I've had it for years. I'm a kind of big DIYer and do-it-yourselfer. And I've got my own eight 100-watt solar panels going in my backyard, charging a big battery bank, 24-volt battery bank. It's 8 Trojan T107 flooded lead acid batteries that they use for golf carts. I have 8 of them for my battery bank storage, and a big, nice, pure sine wave inverter that can run things in my house. And I've had that going for years. It's great. It doesn't run my household, but it runs a refrigerator and freezer, and it's my backup power if the grid goes down. I have a TV hooked up to it, to this big shelf. I call it my solar bar. Anyway, I used to make my coffee with it every day, boil the water kettle, everything. So I can actually do stuff. I can do anything I need except for run the house heat and air unit, because that's a larger, the air conditioner in particular. That's 220 volt electricity, and I just have 120. for my solar panel system. But anyway, back to this. I'm powering myself to work electric, and seeing if I can actually charge this battery that's taking me to work. I would like to charge it on my solar panel system, my off-grid solar panel system. That way, if you have an electric vehicle, you're not charging that electric vehicle with grid power, which is probably fossil fuels. That's been my critique of electric vehicles all this time for these years, is can you do this? Can you have an electric vehicle and charge it with solar every day? Now, I could do that if I swapped batteries here and there, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I think I'm going to be able to do it. This is an experiment. Good morning, good morning. So if I swap batteries from day to day, if I have two 20 amp hour batteries, one battery, this 20 amp hour battery, I think it's going to get me to work and take me home without me having to charge it at work, which would be grid power again. So my goal is to be not only environmentally friendly diet-wise, doing something that everybody says is not environmentally friendly, eating animals. I can actually be environmentally friendly with my transportation too. Wouldn't that be awesome? And so now I'm kind of making that into a reality here. So I haven't charged that battery yet. This is only the third large-ish mileage outing with this tricycle. So anyway, yeah, we built this trunk. My dad and I, we built the trunk by hand, and it's kind of done. I got my change of clothes and stuff in there. I'm still gonna take a shower when I get to work in our gym. Still gonna do that. And yeah. Okay, that's enough rambling. So that I've been staying away from the carbs because I've been busy working on completing this tricycle so I can get it going, riding it to work. And yeah. Okay. I gotta stop myself. All right, that's it. Okay, until next time, let's keep it low carb, all right?